welcome to Inside Gaming Roundup. Silent Hill, the fans hate it. Was that a good enough intro?
Was good. That was
okay,
good.
Cool. So, y'all, Silent Hill Ascension premiered this Halloween, and fans are upsetty spaghetti with how how there is an introduction into microtransactions. Yay!
Yay! Everyone loves microtransactions.
To give a little bit of background, this game is a choose your own adventure, but it's from a group setting. So think about Until Dawn, but if other people could influence your decision. So basically a Twitch integrated Until Dawn or Man of Medan, something like that.
Okay.
So players will have 24 hours, a window of 24 hours to weigh in on story decisions and rewatch the series and solve puzzles to earn influence points.
Ooh.
Which is the in-game currency that helps fans make their decisions be more important. So it's like a voting system, but like your votes will weigh more if you have influence points to spend.
Okay, that influencer's ruining everything again.
Well, kind of, Jack. So that's when we get into the battle pass, or something that is called the Founders Pack.
Okay.
It gets you 100 tiers of rewards and influence points plus additional exclusive cosmetics. So the problem is this is kind of giving off a pay to win experience.
Sounds like it. Yeah. If I can buy my way into this battle pass and get more points, I can become a professional influencer in Silent Hill.
In Silent Hill, because you can do puzzles for free and get influencer points. I think you get about like 200.
Okay.
But when you buy the Founders Pack, you can get anywhere between 6,000 to 24,000.
Jesus Christ.
So like, that's gonna influence a vote a lot.
Yeah,
I don't think they cap it either.
Still tipping the scales.
It's tipping the scales. There you go. So Jinvid, who's the company who created this, the CEO, was happy to report that they had like 1 million pre-registrations before the live. There were unhappy fans that took themselves to social media immediately when the app went live. Keep in mind, if you're not ready for 1 million people to pre-register or be on your servers, obviously there's going to be a lot of things happening like strain systems and also quick fixes by the team that need to be done. We saw this with like Diablo. Diablo was definitely a good example of that. More successful though. No shade, no tea. So what are the fans upset about? Jack,
what are they upset about?
So when the app went live, which by the way, this is on ascension.com or Ascension app. It's like a different system. I don't know. But there were troubles downloading it immediately.
Well, that's issue number one.
Issue number two, logging into the game would crash people's app. They had something that was kind of like a Twitch chat thing. So like basically what we see right now. There were no filters in the Twitch chat because apparently moderation just took a lot. Every time they tried to add moderation, it would take 10 minutes. So something was happening in the back end of them.
Lord.
So someone put Hideo Kojima, "Cummy in my tummy." That was one of the quotes, and boosted it so it got pinned to the top of the chat room for a very long time. So folks constantly dropped the hard R left and right. So kind of was giving the energy of a toxic COD lobby. So there was all these issues happening. And $20 wasn't really worth it for the mid experience, a lot of people were saying. The CEO addressed a couple of issues saying that the team is working on it, but something that threw me off is that they mentioned that the $20 battle pass wasn't a way to game the system, but a way to skip time. Anyone who's been to mobile gaming, anytime they talk about skipping time, we do know that this is a common method of predatory monetization. So it's not looking good.
No.
But the CEO of Jinvid tried to clear things up on Twitter, but to be honest, it struck more confusion for the fans. I'm interested to see how this goes. The game itself, it comes out in episodes. So episode 1 came out yesterday.
Okay.
And then like you have the 24 hours to influence the decisions.
Okay.
But I'm very curious to see if they have like 6 months plan.
They say they have 6 months planned.
Well, the battle pass might be affecting that too.
Yeah.
It might be if you have the battle pass. I don't know, but it's really confusing, Jack. I don't know what this game is. It's not Silent Hill.
That's all confusing and annoying. You know what else is confusing, Blizz?
What?
The new zombie MMO The Day Before. That's right, that game is still as confusing as ever. The game itself just launched a new trailer yesterday, promising a wide range of gameplay from your typical kind of looter shooter with zombies to even a ranch that you can decorate.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it's kind of a bit weird, but controversy still looms around this title. Early access for the game begins on PC on December 7th, but this is after a beta was announced. But then they qualified it by saying only folks who volunteered for Fantastic, which is the name of the company, were allowed to check out the beta. And they're also asking for people to work on the game for free, and that's how you get access to it. So they're like, hey, you're an artist. Why don't you make some art? Then we'll let you play the game. Yeah, it's super, super shady. And speaking of shady, the trailer that just released, the one that we're watching now, it includes a few lines. There's a woman talking. I don't think we're playing the audio right now, but some of those lines were lifted almost exactly from other trailers of games. IGN picked up on it. For example, the day before trailer above uses the phrase, quote, welcome to the next generation of post-apocalyptic MMO open world survival games like never before. Immerse yourself in a day before. Cyberpunk 2077's official gameplay trailer, published in 2020, November 19th of 2020, uses the phrase, quote, welcome to the next generation of open world adventure. Immerse yourself in Cyberpunk 2077. So, moving on, Red Dead Redemption 2's official gameplay video, published August 9th, 2018, uses the phrase, quote, to make combat deep and engaging at all times. Each weapon has unique characteristics with realistic reload and recoil. That's exactly what this trailer says as well.
Okay, is this plagiarism? Is this giving a college student who didn't try
I don't know if it's plagiarism as much as just laziness, because it could be a thing where it's just some editor went and found trailers of games that are really popular and like, let's just kind of copy off what they did, you know? But then like right now you're showing some images from some stuff that Redditors have found where it's like, oh, that is literally like shot for shot or so similar. Like the trailer that got released, someone showed the Call of Duty Cold War Zombies trailer, and the opening of that trailer is almost identical to a day before. So it's like, and then of course the day before logo looks very similar to The Last of Us.
Yeah, I thought this was a Last of Us continuation. I told you about that like earlier before we started. I was like, oh yeah, it's a Last of Us continuation because it looks so much like Last of Us.
Yeah, this game is a weird one. It looks almost a little bit too good to be true. If you watch the trailer, it's like they're promising a lot of big stuff. Massive Division-like open cities where you can run around shooting zombies and loot stuff. You can also get a car and drive around through a city too. And then there's all what I mentioned about the cabin like decorating thing. It looks very much like that game House Flipper. Have you ever played that? Like,
yes.
The assets from it look very similar to that. That it's like, I'm not sure exactly what's going on with that one. It's going to be interesting to check out. The early release happens on December 7th. The early access, December 7th. So we'll have to get a look at that.
The holidays are here, which means you've got a lot to do. Well, when it comes to staying fed and energized, our friends over at Factor are here to help you out. Factor is America's #1 ready-to-eat meal delivery service, and they can help you fuel up fast for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You're getting chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals delivered directly to your door, meaning you'll save time, eat well, and stay on track with your healthy lifestyle while tackling all of your holiday to-dos. And we are really busy this holiday. There's no trips to the grocery store, no chopping or prepping or cleaning up. It's really easy. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are ready in 2 minutes, and all you have to do is heat and enjoy. And with more than 35 weekly options to choose from, you're bound to find dishes that you're hungry for. Plus, they've got special occasion meals available if you want something a little extra nice during this holiday season. They also have calorie-conscious options, protein plus options, and even juices and shakes and smoothies available for you healthy folks out there. Like me, I'm a healthy folk, I like to think. So go get Factor, and then you can eat well without the hassle. Simply choose your food and enjoy fresh, flavor-packed meals delivered directly to your door. Head to factormeals.com/roundup50 and use code roundup50 to get 50% off. That's code roundup50 at factormeals.com/roundup50 and get 50% off. Go get some good food and enjoy the heckin' holidays.
In other news, if you know me, I love Easter eggs in video games, and it looks like we might have a new massive one hitting right now. In Insomniac's newly released Spider-Man 2, exploring gamers have found a room that may lead to a future DLC. There's some footage we have here from a TikToker named A Gamer That's Cool that shows off kind of the location of this room. And so people reviewing the footage claim that the stuff is in the secret area references the Hand, which is a longtime adversary. The group is an adversary to Daredevil. And of course, we all know that Daredevil and Spidey are really good pals in the Marvel Universe. So it wouldn't surprise anyone to see the Devil of Hell's Kitchen show up in a future release. So they're really not sure what this is. This whole room is kind of a strange place. Like, it looks like maybe it's not finished just yet. But there is some stuff teased in there, some like icons and stuff. And like there's a bookshelf where you can see right through it.
Oh my God.
Towards the room. So something's going on with this. And in another sort of little mini Easter egg, this building where the hand is, or where this hand room is actually the same building that the shirtless Spider-Men are on top of. So if you've ever seen our friend Greg Miller over at Kinda Funny, he takes photos of shirtless Spider-Man. And also Blessing Adoye, he is friends with shirtless Miles Morales. And so those two guys ended up in the actual Spider-Man 2 game. And so if you find that building, the room with the hand is underneath those guys in that building. So that's pretty cool. So we love those guys. What do you guys think? Will we see the Daredevil in Spider-Man 2? Do you think he deserves his own game like kind of Miles Morales did in between Spider-Man 1 and 2? Do you think Insomniac is focusing its resources on the upcoming Wolverine game instead? And this is just something that got left over? Let us know. I'm curious to what you guys think. But it would be kind of cool to see, Daredevil flying around New York City. I would be down for that.
I would love it, personally. All right, well, Jack, we have new games coming out this week.
We do have some new games that are coming out today, as a matter of fact, Liz.
Sorry. Yep, today. Time is man-made.
It is. It's a flat circle.
It's a flat circle.
Let's talk about this one I'm excited for. Become the legendary part man, part machine, all cop, hero, and deliver justice in old Detroit. RoboCop Rogue City hits the PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Switch, and PC today. And you can actually target stuff on people, so you can just shoot people in the nuts over and over again if you want to.
Oh.
It's a whole thing.
That sounds horrible.
Well, there was a thing in the movie where he shot a guy in the nuts.
Oh.
And then there was a remake thing where he shot a bunch of people in the nuts.
Ouch. All right, well... Star Ocean. In this science fantasy RPG, choose between Claude or Reyna. Play through their perspectives and unlock various endings. Recruit allies in defeat foes in fast-paced real-time battles. Star Ocean, the second story arc, coming to PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Switch, PC, November 2nd, aka today.
So that's a tall R. I think you have to get to the second story of it. With your crack team and the help of Smurfomix, liberate the village of the Smurfs from the grip of the Green Stone. The Smurfs 2, Prisoner of the Green Stone, hits the PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC today.
The Talos Principle 2 is a thought-provoking first-person puzzle experience that greatly expands on the first game's philosophical themes.
What was that
I
word?
went psychological because I was like ready. Philosophical themes and stunning environments with increasingly mind-bending challenges. The Talos Principles 2 is coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC November 2nd, aka today.
Liz, can Hala learn to love herself and heal the wounds of her past?
Maybe.
Thirsty Suitors is a stylish, story-driven adventure that unfolds through turn-based battles, skateboarding, and cooking. Thirsty Suitors, and excuse me, it says BK is excited for this one. Comes out on the PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC today. And BK is excited. She's taking a vacation to play Thirsty Suitors.
Yeah, I looked at this trailer earlier and I was like, this is kind of giving me Into the Spider-Verse,
yeah,
like animation-wise, and I was a huge fan of it. We got the latest VR entry into the World of Darkness universe that lets loose on the streets of Venice as a blood-sucking ghoul in search of your master's killer and stolen relic in Vampire the Masquerade Justice. Whoa, that was a sentence.
That was one big sentence.
Vampire the Masquerade Justice is coming to PlayStation VR2 Quest. Are those two different things?
No,
PlayStation VR2?
PlayStation VR2 and the Quest.
And the Quest. Okay, I was like, wait, hold on. There's a pause there. Yeah. November 2nd, aka today.
Nice. And last but not least, WarioWare Move It will get you going all kinds of absurd motions to complete more than 200 incredibly fun mini games. The game is almost solely reliant on the Switch's Joy-Con controllers to shake, punch, dance, and wiggle through mini games. WarioWare Move It hits the Switch tomorrow, November 3rd. And that's going to do it for us today on Roundup Live. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. We appreciate you. You can listen to this as a podcast anywhere you get your podcast, anywhere podcasts are sold. I don't know. We don't sell
The
ours.
podcast store.
It's free. I go to the podcast store, pick that up. Don't forget to go to youtube.com/Inside Gaming and subscribe over there. And if you want to like help us out, write some comments and whatnot, we love those. You can also check us out at InsideGaming.live. That's where we post all of our archives from our live streams. And we stream 3 times a week, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 3 until 7 p.m. Central. You can check us out at twitch.tv/roosterteeth. And don't forget, Extra Life is next weekend. That is right, November 11th, starting at 10 a.m. Central. We're going to be streaming for 24 hours, raising money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals all over the U.S. and Canada. That is going to be a lot of fun. Inside Gaming is going to be kicking it off at 10 a.m. next Saturday. So come by, say hi, watch us for a few hours, and donate some money if you can. So we appreciate you. We love you. Have yourself a good weekend, and we'll see you next time.
See you, pals.